92%ers want to know, did you watch the Mayo Bowl, Jason? Your favorite?
I watched the clips of all the ridiculousness from the Mayo Bowl, but I did not watch the Duke's Mayo Bowl itself.
In this week's new podcast episode, the Kelce Brothers talked about the Chiefs' loss to the Denver Broncos on Sunday. Opening the conversation, Jason said, "Hey, Travis, what do you think about sitting out a game that's not that important in terms of score?" Travis laughed and said, "Well, actually, it was a game that can't be said to be unimportant. It was a challenge for the new Chiefs players. You see, me and Mahomes were standing on the sidelines watching. Our team kept losing the center position, making the offensive deployment not coordinated." Jason said, "Great, you guys tried with a really trying spirit." Travis, with a serious face, said, "Although we knew we were definitely in the running for the next round, we never considered playing in the Chiefs versus Broncos match as a formality, as some pundits said about us. About Coach Andy Reid benching me and Mahomes as a tactic to strengthen for the next important match of the Chiefs." Jason nodded and said, "Yes, as I noticed, some pundits said that the match was not important, so the Chiefs did not put you and Mahomes in the starting lineup. In my opinion, that argument is completely wrong because they did not talk about the strategy of keeping people." Travis laughed and said, "Yes, Mahomes is also injured. He needs to rest, at least for one match. That is completely reasonable in the situation." Jason said, after the game, "Many people are wondering and need you to answer immediately. And the story is like this. A fan called me on the show and asked, is Travis's absence a sign of retirement to marry Taylor Swift?" Travis Kelce laughed and said, "Thanks for your question. This is definitely the cutest question, and I can't refuse to answer. Actually, getting married for me right now doesn't affect my playing at all, so maybe I have to take a few more games off the plan for that." Jason jumped on the chair and shouted, "What the hell, Travis?" Travis laughed and said, "OMG, Jason, what the hell are you two?" Jason said, "What am I hearing, Travis? Can you say that again?" Travis laughed and said, "You know that can't happen right now, but this year there will really be a big change. We are aiming for that great thing." Jason, with a shocked face, said, "Wow, so you guys already have a specific plan?" Travis nodded and said, "Yes. This is nothing more important." Jason said, "I'm really surprised. Sorry for what I just did, really. OMG, I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Travis." Travis laughed and said, "Thank you." Then Jason Kelce asked Travis, "Hey, Travis, was the engagement ring last week the start of this idea?" Travis Kelce said, "Oh, actually, you guys already know. For you guys, it's just a couple ring, but for me and Swift, it's like a mark and the start of a new life. You know, Taylor, she's my life." This is the second time I've said this on the show. Then both Kelce brothers laughed happily. Continuing the conversation, Jason went straight to the point and asked Travis, "Hey, Travis, have you given a specific date to celebrate that big day?" Travis Kelce laughed and said, "The most reasonable time will be no other time than warm spring. That is the wonderful time." Jason laughed and said, "Yes, a warm spring and very suitable for the organization of happy couples." Travis said, "You see, we are striving to win another Super Bowl championship. Then we will definitely have a more meaningful spring." Jason clapped his hands and said, "Great, I will definitely be welcome there, Travis." Travis said, "Oh, of course. If you are not there, who will be the dancer on that big day?" Then both Kelce brothers laughed loudly. Travis Kelce added, "In addition to being busy with practice and competition at the Chiefs, I have been very busy planning for the guests. You know, the first time, everyone will definitely be a little confused." Jason said, "Oh, don't worry. Try to divide into groups and write down a specific list so you don't miss out on the people you want to invite." Travis said, "Oh, this is quite useful information. Thank you." For those who missed last week's podcast, the Kelce brothers talked about the Chiefs win over the Pittsburgh Steelers last Wednesday. Jason said, "It's great that you guys had a memorable Christmas game." Travis said, "Yes, and Mahomes stole the show with his amazing performances that helped the Chiefs win a memorable game." Jason said, "Oh man, you're so humble. You had a great game too." Travis laughed and said, "Maybe, but it was a big holiday celebration." Jason asked, "Man, does the NFL cake taste great?" Travis said, "Oh, right after the game. Mahomes, and I got to enjoy that cake. It was probably made of chocolate and nothing special. I just tried one piece. What's special here is the feeling you get to touch that cake simply because you're the chosen one. No one else. Jason clapped and said, "Wow, right dude, that was the highlight of Christmas." The Kansas City Chiefs secured the #1 seed in the playoffs after defeating the Pittsburgh Steelers 29-10 on Christmas Day. With a first-round bye and home field advantage secured, Chiefs Travis Kelce, along with most of the team's starters, rested against the Denver Broncos in Week 18. While Kelce's girlfriend Taylor Swift did not attend the Chiefs' matchups in Pittsburgh or Denver, fans can expect to see her back at Arrowhead Stadium when the AFC divisional round kicks off in 2 weeks. The 10-time Pro Bowler and Swift quietly rang in the new year in Kansas City, as Kelce had practice on December 31st and January 1st. He also needed to record the latest episode of New Heights, a podcast he co-hosts with his older brother, retired Philadelphia Eagles star Jason Kelce. New Heights posted on January 7th. It's the first New Heights Eve of the week. See you all tomorrow for our regular weekly episode, and again on Friday with a special guest. Any guesses? They're also planning to make an announcement. One fan commented, "I want Jason's shirt. OMFG. Where can I get one?" The podcast's official account replied, "Just between you and me, a special guest may not be the only thing we announce tomorrow." New Heights kicked off their first episode of 2025 with none other than Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark as their special guest. So that will be tough to top. Unless, of course, it's Swift, as numerous fans hope. One woman asked, "Can we have Taylor?" Just wishing upon a star. A fan added, "It might be KC as the special guest, but whoever has the balls to be special guest after Caitlin Clark is worth a listen." As for the mysterious announcement, one person commented, "Oh, you are like Taylor Nation, dropping little nuggets every so often. I'll be looking forward to it since I'm sick." Another fan asked, "I'm listening on my drive to work tomorrow. Should I pull over for this?" Hoda Kotb and Jenna Bushhager have a track record of calling A-list engagements before they happen, and now they've set their sights.